Imagine a world sculpted by ice where the very breath you exhale crystallizes in the air, and the ground beneath your feet is a frozen testament to time. Here, endless white sheets stretch across mountains and valleys, creating a landscape both beautiful and desolate. This was the Pleistocene epoch, the Ice Age, a time when glaciers dominated the earth, shaping its surface and its inhabitants. The air was cold, the sun weak, yet life thrived. Despite the harsh conditions, a myriad of creatures adapted and survived. Mammoths and woolly rhinoceroses roamed the plains, their thick fur and massive bodies perfectly suited for the cold. Meanwhile, early humans found shelter in deep caves, using their ingenuity to survive the relentless winter. On those cave walls, they painted the world around them: bison, horses, mammoths, capturing the essence of their existence. And, most strikingly, a lion. But this was no ordinary lion. It was a phantom of the ice, a predator of unmatched power stalking the frozen tundra with silent grace. These ancient artworks, like those in Chauvet Cave, are windows into a lost world. They tell stories of survival, of fear, and of reverence. The artists depicted this lion without a mane, with a muscular body and a piercing gaze, a creature of raw power and majesty. For tens of thousands of years, these images held their secret: the true king of the Ice Age, a symbol of strength and mystery. What was this magnificent beast? It haunted the dreams and fears of early humans, a constant presence in their lives and legends. Its roar, we can only imagine, would have echoed across the frozen plains, a sound both terrifying and awe-inspiring. This was Panthera spelaea, the cave lion, a creature that dominated its environment and left an indelible mark on history. Its story is one of survival, dominance, and a vanished world, a world that has left behind only traces of its existence. All that remains are whispers in stone, faint echoes of a time long past, and echoes in our DNA. The legacy of the cave lion lives on, a part of our shared history and genetic memory. The legend of the cave lion begins here, in the frozen world of our ancestors, a testament to the enduring power of nature and the creatures that once roamed the earth. The cave lion's kingdom was the vast Mammoth Steppe, stretching from the British Isles to the Yukon. This cold, open grassland was the largest biome on Earth, shaped by relentless wind and permafrost. The cave lion became one of the most widespread large carnivores ever. Its world was a larder of bison, wild horses, and mammoths. Unlike modern lions, it thrived in the open, not in jungles or forests. Fossils from Spain to Siberia reveal its incredible range. Caves were dens for raising cubs, not permanent homes. The cave lion was a nomadic hunter, following the herds across continents. Its bones, preserved in caves, tell the story of a true circumpolar predator. The cave lion was a giant, over 1.2 meters tall at the shoulder, up to 2.5 meters long, and weighing more than 350 kilograms. It dwarfed today's African lions, built for strength and endurance. Its coat was likely thick and pale, perfect camouflage for snowy grasslands. With powerful jaws, dagger-like teeth, and large paws, it was engineered for cold-weather predation. Its senses, sight, smell, hearing, were razor-sharp, ideal for hunting in the low light of polar winters. Cave art and genetics suggest males had little or no mane, an adaptation to the cold. Every feature was honed for survival in a brutal world. The cave lion was the apex predator of its time. The cave lion was a true apex predator, a master of the hunt in the unforgiving world of the Ice Age. These formidable cats didn't just hunt, they targeted the giants of their time, mammoths, towering and armored in thick fur, moving in massive herds across the frozen plains. Their prey list read like a roll call of Ice Age titans: bison with their massive horns, wild horses thundering across the steppe, and woolly rhinos, armored and powerful. Each animal was a challenge, each hunt a test of strength and cunning. These were not easy targets. To bring down such formidable creatures, cave lions relied on more than just brute force. They needed teamwork, careful planning, and a deep understanding of their prey's behavior. Ancient cave paintings like those found in Chauvet reveal groups of lionesses moving in unison, stalking and surrounding herds. These images hint at a sophisticated, cooperative hunting style, passed down through generations. Much like their modern descendants, cave lions work together to isolate the weakest or most vulnerable animals, using coordinated attacks to overpower prey, many times their own size. The hunt began with patience and stealth. Cave lions crept through tall grass, rocky outcrops, or snowy drifts, using every bit of cover the landscape offered to get as close as possible without being seen. When the moment was right, they exploded into action, a sudden coordinated charge, a blur of muscle, claws and teeth, each lion knowing its role in the attack. Lions would leap onto the flanks and throats of their massive prey, risking grave injury from thrashing tusks or hooves. Every hunt was a gamble, a life-or-death struggle for both predator and prey. A successful hunt meant a feast that could sustain the pride for days, even weeks. But failure was costly. Wounds, exhaustion, and hunger could spell disaster for the entire group. Their ability to bring down such giants secured the cave lion's place at the very top of the Ice Age food chain, feared and respected by all. The cave lion's hunting was a blend of raw power, precise coordination, and constant risk, a delicate balance that demanded both courage and intelligence. Each hunt was a high-stakes battle, a dramatic contest where survival hung in the balance with every move, every decision. Their dominance was built on unity, bravery, and the willingness to face danger together, traits that define the cave lion's reign. In the harsh, frozen world of the Ice Age, only the boldest and most resourceful survived, and none were bolder than the cave lion. Cave lions lived in prides, family units led by related females, their cubs, and a few dominant males. Social bonds were vital for hunting, protection, and raising young. Lionesses were the hunters and nurturers, teaching cubs through play and observation. Males defended the pride, their size and presence deterring rivals and threats. This social structure allowed them to dominate vast territories and survive in a world of danger. The pride was a moving fortress, a symphony of coordinated action. Their legacy of family and cooperation echoes in today's lions. For millennia, the cave lion thrived in a stable, icy world. But around 14,000 years ago, the climate shifted rapidly. Ice sheets melted, grasslands vanished, and forests spread. The mammoth steppe, their kingdom, disappeared. Their prey, the great herbivores, could not adapt and began to vanish. With food sources collapsing, the cave lion's world unraveled. Then came a new rival: modern humans. Armed with advanced weapons and teamwork, humans hunted the same prey. Competition intensified as resources dwindled. The cave lion faced shrinking habitat, disappearing food, and a relentless new predator. The balance of power had shifted. The age of the cave lion was ending. The final centuries of the cave lion were marked by struggle and loss. These majestic creatures, once the apex predators of their time, faced an increasingly hostile world. Their reign, which had lasted for millennia, was coming to an end. Forests replaced open plains and giant prey became scarce. The vast herds of mammoths and other megafauna that once roamed the land began to dwindle, leaving the cave lions with fewer hunting opportunities. Prides were forced into shrinking, fragmented territories. As their habitats became more fragmented, the cave lions found themselves isolated, struggling to find enough food to sustain their prides. Hunts grew harder and survival became uncertain. The once mighty hunters now faced starvation, their powerful bodies growing thin and weary as they roamed the harsh landscape in search of prey. Human pressure was relentless, driving lions from kills, raiding dens, and perhaps hunting them for their pelts. The arrival of humans added another layer of difficulty, as they competed with the cave lions for the same resources. The cave lion, once the ruler, was now outcompeted by a new apex predator. Humans, with their intelligence and tools, proved to be formidable adversaries, often outsmarting the cave lions in the battle for survival. Fossil records show their numbers dwindling, their range contracting to Siberia and Beringia. As the climate continued to change, the cave lions were pushed further north, their once vast range reduced to a fraction of its former size. Even there, the forests closed in and the herds vanished. The thickening forests and the disappearance of their prey left the cave lions with little hope for survival. Trapped in isolated pockets, the cave lion's fate was sealed. With no way to escape their shrinking habitats, the cave lions faced an inevitable decline. Around 13,000 years ago, the last cave lion vanished. The end came not with a roar, but with a whisper, as the last of these magnificent creatures faded into history. There was no dramatic end, just a slow, quiet fading. The once dominant predators simply disappeared, leaving behind only bones and memories. The king of the Ice Age was gone. The cave lion, a symbol of strength and majesty, had succumbed to the relentless march of time and change. Its extinction marked the end of an era. The disappearance of the cave lion signaled a profound shift in the natural world, a reminder of the impermanence of even the mightiest of creatures. The world had changed, and the cave lion could not change with it. As the Ice Age gave way to a new epoch, the cave lion's time had come to an end, leaving behind a legacy etched in the annals of natural history. Though extinct, the cave lion left a powerful legacy. Ancient cave art captures its grace and power, drawn by those who knew it firsthand. Fossils and frozen remains reveal its anatomy and diet, confirming its status as a megafauna specialist. DNA from preserved cubs has unlocked secrets of its evolution and population history. These discoveries connect us to a lost world and a vanished predator. The cave lion's story is written in art, bone, and genes. It reminds us that today's lions are heirs to a mighty dynasty. As long as we tell its story, the cave lion endures. Its echoes still resonate in the